You know, I was raised to believe you have to get a real job, you have to go to college, and once I started to kind of just believe in myself, I was like, I can do this, I can totally do this, and I'm gonna do this, and then now I'm doing it, you know? Well, to be honest, I grew up kind of poor. So art supplies were cheap, and I didn't have TV or a stereo or anything. So I spent a lot of time drawing. I did a lot of comic book characters. And then in 3rd grade, I remember I drew a car, and it was like a side profile of a car that was like speeding, so the wheels were kind of slanted, but they were slanted in the wrong direction. It was like it was going backwards, but I didn't know that. Anyway, my teacher entered that into like a school art contest, and I won it. And I got a $20 gift certificate to Blockbuster. And I remember that was like one of the coolest things for me. $20 as a 4th grader. It just kind of came naturally to me always. It was always just fun and an escape. I've always done something creative in some form. I did bands. Even when I was in a band, I would design the merch or the album cover or something. I was just always going to the visual art. I don't think I held the job for longer than 2 years, up until I started doing carpentry, and that was just, you know, a form of art. The only reason that I kept doing that, I did that for nearly 10 years, was just, it was something different every day. I got to use my hands and build something new. Nothing was the same, which, you know, I was learning was I needed to have a job where this was the normal, because it wasn't working any other way. I can't go clock in somewhere, I can't do an office. If I'm gonna be making other people money, creating things, I wanted to create what I wanted to create. I also, you know, I just had that feeling where it's like I just wanted to prove everyone wrong. My whole life telling me I have to do this and I can't do this and trying to limit me, and I got tired of it. And when you start breaking down barriers, it's like, I can break down more and more, and I just keep going, and then no one can tell you anything. You know, like you just take everyone's opinion with a grain of salt at that point, because I've already done what people told me I couldn't do. So that's cool. I was starting to get to a point where I was making enough money on my art on the side to start to catch up to my day job. So I was like, I can do this. I'm gonna take a pay cut at first. I see other people doing it. I can do the same thing. I was confident enough in that way. You know, it's just like a leap of faith. I mean, I feel like we'd all have to take it at some point, regardless of what it is in any career. You know, when you're raised with people telling you no, and then you realize, I don't have to listen to them. I can do this, like I can do anything I put my mind to. To have someone tell you they can't is only them mad that they can't or won't. I would say, don't even try to do it unless you love it. If it's not something that you love, I would find what you do love and do that. So I feel like artists they think they want to be an artist, and then they get in there and it's like, this life is not easy. I feel like anyone is capable of being successful. You just have to keep trying and immerse yourself in the culture and the people and the artists in your community. Just get your name out there and just network and also help people. Help your fellow artists when you can. Rub shoulders with the people that you look up to, and ask for techniques. Watch YouTube videos. Anything that I've ever wanted to do, I would just look it up and study it and practice it and study it. You gotta dedicate a lot of time to it, but if you love it, then that's what you're doing already. I would also say to learn business, because it is a business, and listen to ebooks or read them or take classes if you can. Just at least get your foot in the business world, because you can be the greatest artist, but if you have no business sense, it's still going to be a struggle, you know. I am grateful to be able to add anything to the city there's so many great artists out here, and just to make it a little brighter, more colorful. I was born right down Charleston, not 2 miles from where we're at right now. I've got murals all over the place, so there is a connection here. We're actually gonna do this underpass for the city. You know, I grew up here, now I'm changing it. I'm physically changing the city I grew up in this area that didn't even exist when I was a kid. Or it did exist, but it looks so different because there was no art. I do feel like I'm entangled in the community, but you have to be. I mean, there is a good art scene, and I think to even make it as an artist, you have to network. But if you love it, you're gonna be there already, because you help the community, but the community helps you. So it's like an interchangeable. You want that. You don't want to be an island.